Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sky Factory 4. This is episode 5. Hello. Alright, so off camera, we redid a couple of things. One thing I forgot to mention at the end of the last episode is we did put a Manulin blade on our sword. So we've got what is it? We've got lead for the wide guard, we've got wood for the handle, and then we have Manulin for the blade, and we've also put some nether quartz on it to give us the 15.65 attack damage. And we may redo this sword, but I don't know. I also I don't think I did anything to this because it's fortified. But if we look in here, here's my old armor. Okay. Now we had steel armor, we had the hard carbon plates, and then we had the lead trim. And upon some research, I found out that we were pretty close to what would be really, really good armor. The only thing that we needed to change was we needed the hard carbon core and the steel plates. If we look at this stuff, it's +4 armor toughness. We can't even see all the stuff. It's got emerald diamond, which makes it harder, +4 armor toughness, so on and so forth. And this did a really, really good job of upgrading our hearts when we were at the end of the last clip. We had our armor all the way up on this side and the toughness or whatever up on that side, but I went ahead and made these. Now these are exactly what I said they were. They are hard carbon core, um, a lead trim, and a steel plate, and then I went ahead and polished them with sponge. I embossed them with night slime. I put a diamond on each one of these, and then I've put resistance on these three and fire resistance on this one. So if we shift click all of this on our person, ooh, I do apologize there. Oh, got into a coughing fit. Anyway, you'll see that we have some extra hearts going at the bottom, as well as our armor on this side is all the way up to here. So this is some really good armor. We'll make them unbreaking when we can, and things like that. But I've also been thinking about redoing my sword, like I said, but it is what it is. Other than going into the nether, which we were just in, I collected some more cobalt and a little bit more aradite, and then I got out of there. Besides doing those things, there's nothing that I'm really going to be killing, at least not out here in the overworld. Sugar King goes all the way up. So anyway, in the last episode, we got all of this stuff done down here. We got this stuff automated, and we're still running into an issue where these pipes are not pulling. This is supposed to be locked in. Stock control on, encode formula, gold resin, gold acorn, autocraft mode. Okay. Well, now it's going. Why can't I turn the autocraft mode on? So these things are just oh, this one's still. I don't know what's going on with these. These things do not want to work correctly. Yeah, let's see. This I should be able to toggle on. Autocraft mode on, okay. So if we take this out, put it back in. Oh. Looks like we're having just a little bit of an issue with our patterns here. So we may change this up because of what I want to do today. Let me just get these clicked back in. Typical stuff, and there we go. So hopefully this will start taking the resin. Yeah, it's definitely taking the resin now, and this stuff should start firing up. Yep. Perfect. The only thing, as I said before, that I can't do is the nickel amber. It's just going to be chilling in there because it has to go straight to the enriching factory. So we've got all of our stuff here in this filing cabinet. As you can see, we've got quite a few different things. And if we open this filing cabinet up, we got all our files in here, you can see, but the only way for me to get items out of it is to take a file, take this into my crafting grid, and get a stack of items. And I can get as many as I want out of this. And then we have to place the folder back in here and then close the filing cabinet up, which makes a cool little noise. As a matter of fact, I want to turn that down just a tad. So it's kind of a pain to get to this and work on it. Now, I opened up this spot right here because I would like, if we look in our achievements in the Age of Storage, first things first, here on the first page, we've got a couple of things to do yet. I need to fill a vanilla chest full of cobblestone. We need to craft the donut sapling, a cobblestone mud bucket, and then we need to do all these different slabs here, which are relatively easy, and that'll complete this page. But if we go over here into the Age of Storage, we've got a couple of different sections we can do. We can go down the AE2 route, which we will look at eventually, or we can start here and on the simple storage network. Now, also, there is, let's see, this is a shipping container for bulk items, and then we've got some stuff right here that we're possibly going to look at today. So I have the simple storage network, well, simple generators and the simple storage network right here. So there's a couple of different things to it. You have the storage network master, you've got the storage request table, you have the controller, then you have your different cables. You have the regular cable, link cable, export cable, import cable, and processing cable, or processing cable. Pardon me, another coughing fit. Then we have a speed upgrade, operation upgrade, stack upgrade, and then stock upgrade. And then we have a storage remote and a simple storage remote. Now, if we look into the achievements, this wants us to make the cable, the network master, the storage network request block, and then the network processing control block, and then also the remote. So we have all of those things queued up on this side, plus a few cables, and we are going to look at making these. Now, some of these use some things that we don't have, like this requires the processing cables, which is cables, observer, gold. It's not too bad. The storage cables themselves are relatively easy to make. The storage link cables are pretty easy to make. Let's see. The storage request table is easy to make, and then the storage network master, we've got all of this. This guy is the only thing that I'm worried about is lapis. I do not have a lot of lapis set up. So I may have to grow a couple of these trees in the process, but let's see. Let's grab a couple of things here. Oh my goodness. So none of these are gold. Iron, nickel, tin. And this one should be gold. Let's just grab a couple of stacks of gold. Let's do... It goes in the order of how you place them in. So I'm going to place these three in like this. and then we'll place in the gold and then the iron. So those will be the front two, basically from bottom to top. All right, so let's grab, I don't know, a couple of diamonds, and then we should have some block of quartz upstairs from growing the quartz sapling. Yeah, we do. We got plenty. Speaking of growing things, I'm gonna break off camera and just craft up all these different things real quick. Oh, I've got to smelt up some stone as well. Um, we did go ahead and craft up the purple slime because I needed this for the night slime. This guy right here, or I should say, is just a blue slime sapling and destabilized redstone. The destabilized redstone is just redstone smelted. And then once we got a bucket, I put a bucket in the casting table and cast it out and then filled this cauldron up. It was real easy. So we could get some of this purple slime going. And I still have, or I don't know if I did this on camera last time, we made a glowstone sapling, which is just quartz resin, blaze powder, mineral berries, and a redstone sapling. And blaze powder, this stuff right here, is so easy to get through the crushing tub because we just crush netherrack. It's a 1-for-1 deal. So this tree also grows blaze powder, but I don't remember if I showed that. But basically today I want to get rid of all of these chests, even this cobblestone generator, clean all this up, get this sugarcane out of here, and probably set up some of these trees like this lapis that we desperately need to get growing. So let me smelt down some stone, get some things crafted, and I will be back. Okay, so a little time has passed, and we we got this storage network crafted up. I crafted up the controller, which we don't really need, but it was a quest. The storage network master and the storage request table. We also crafted up a bunch of pipes, and these storage cables are kind of what we need to connect here. So we ran this pipe around, and then we have the storage link cable here so that we can see what's in this inventory inside of our crafting table up there, or the storage table. The other thing that I did off camera was upgraded to the steel jetpack, which holds 32 million RF or FE or whatever it is. And this is just a little bit better than what we had. If we look up jetpack, the next tier that we have is the platinum, which holds double that. And we have to get a bunch of platinum, and we need these ultimate coils, which requires elite control circuits, and it's just a rabbit hole. And I don't think we're going to go that route. So anyway, what we have is the storage remote as well. And if you put this in your inventory and you right or left click, nothing happens. So what we're going to need to do is go up here, and I believe it's simply, is it just right click? Yes, there it is. So everything on the side comes up there, and if we right click now, we can see all of our different things, and we have a crafting table right in our hand. So now what I would like to do is start getting all of these different inventories hooked up to this. So I stopped the growing of all these different trees, and off camera I'm going to take each one of these out, like the sand here, and we're going to craft up a bunch of sand, and we're going to throw it into the system. Now, whoops, my plan for the system, we'll go through that in just a moment. I also set up a lapis, a diamond, and an emerald tree because we needed some of this to do some crafting. I went AFK overnight to collect some of this stuff and a couple other things. And things have been working, as you can see in here. We've got some copper and some iron going. Our ingots are going up. The only one that's not really going up is the gold, which I'm still trying to work on this system. We made some retrievers, smelted up some signalum, and these chests are getting packed full because of our pipes are not fast enough to pump the items into these filing cabinets, which now hold all of our acorns, and that one back there holds all of our resin. As you can see, we've got a bunch of gold, and that seems to be the only one that's not processing. I did try to use the Simple Storage Network to hook these guys up, or packagers, and couldn't get that to work, but I'm tired of messing with it. What we want to do today is storage related. So let's fly up here. I did a thing. Basically, I was trying to get some ender pearls, and the way to do that is grow chorus fruit. The recipe for that is simply placing an apple in some liquid purple slime, which is just a slime ball in some milk. And then if we look up end stone, it is just some lava over a piece of glowstone. So we made this hopping bonsai. That's why I went AFK overnight. We've gotten ourselves a few ender pearls. And yeah. So the next thing I really want to work on is getting these inventories as well as this stuff and this stuff hooked up to the system. And we're going to do that in a certain way. If we look up, well, actually, I got it right here. It's called a chest builder. Let's get that out of there. This guy right here from Patched Storage needs a few iron, some levers, and a chest. I have none of that stuff. So let's grab some wood. And I have some sticks. I'm going to need some cobble, which is in this chest. So we're going to make, we'll do it in our inventory. We're going to make 2 levers. And then we'll make a chest here. We'll craft this thing up and we'll kind of go through this. And this guy is like that. And boom. Perfect. So let's just throw this guy down here. This thing right here allows us to build a chest or a backpack. We can change it to any color we want. We can have up to 24 columns, and we can have up to 12 rows. The chest is the same thing. Now this requires 18 chests, a stack of iron, a stack of oak fence, and 4 clay to build 1 chest. And then this slider up here makes the different color chest. Ooh, we can go, we'll go red. So I'm going to get these different things. Let's see, 16 or 18 chests, a stack of this. We're going to craft this up real quick, and then I'll bring you guys back in and I'll show you the chest and what we're going to do. All right, so I've got more than what I need here, obviously, in the amounts required. We just crafted these up real quick. We have a bunch of logs and stuff, so we got this taken care of. But let's go ahead and build this chest. I turned it pink, but that's all right. Okay. So if we look in this thing, the inventory is huge. I should be able to fit everything in here, 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 and here, plus everything else I have. I'll go through here and just take out the slime balls. We'll take all the slime balls and stuff out of here, and this inventory is going to hold it. And then, of course, if I need more, I need a few more chests and just a couple more things, and we can make some different colored chests. I don't know what we want to go with. Maybe just white would be a nice color. So my plan is, if we come down here, this area is starting to look janky underneath the base. So my plan is to bring this down a couple of blocks and almost just kind of close it off. I'm also thinking about these corners here. I might build some logs going up so that I can have these pipes run and then come up and then into this space. Just nice and clean. Another thing that I'm looking at doing is building a space underneath here, because what I would like to do is I would like to take the petrified fuel generator that's here and place it down here, as well as a couple more. And that's going to require us to repipe all this stuff. Yeah, there's a bunch of things going on, but basically, like I said, I'm going to take all of the items out of here, craft all these up. We're going to build a little platform kind of up here, and then we're going to place a few of those chests. And I don't know how many I want to make, but I'm thinking like 4 just for now. And we can always expand that later. Now, if we go into the backpack, we're going to need some plastic. a stack of iron, stack of fence, and we're going to need 4 pieces of leather, which isn't too bad to get, but we would have the same inventory space in a backpack. So that's one thing we might look at. The other thing that we can look at is these inventory cakes. There's the inventory upgrade and then the crafting upgrade, which will give us a 3x3 crafting table, and this I think gives us another 2 rows of inventory space. But we have to make a bunch of different things, do some fishing, get some cocoa beans, and same here. This one requires an ender chest, which is another reason for the chorus fruit. So anyway, I'm gonna get to building, and it's probably gonna take me a while. So I will be back once we have a little bit more going on. Another thing that I'm going to do off camera is we're going to smelt up some more signalum, and we're going to change all of these pipes. Signalum's really easy now that we have access to this guy over here. And I definitely want to get the redstone tree growing again, and I need to get these all set up to packagers or these assemblers. Yes, formulaic assemblator. Okay, and just so this is auto crafting the lapis, and right now we have run out of room, so I need to upgrade these as well, lock them out. Well, they're already locked, but void them out. Yeah, we got a bunch of things to do, so I'm gonna get it to it. All right, so we've got a little bit of work or a little bit of progress done, and let's eat real quick, and then we'll jump down and show you guys what I've been up to. We just built a little platform, nothing special. We might do something with it later. But basically, we've got this inventory, we've got this inventory, and then we have this inventory where I've started to dump things. You can barely see it. I don't know why that is. I need to figure that out. Anyway, if we come over into the storage request table, we can start to see all these different things. And if we look right here, I desynced this. Originally it was JEI, they're synced up. So if we look for compact, you can see that it does that. So I don't like that. We're going to have this disabled. So if I need to look up, my servos, there we go. We've got the different kinds and stuff. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of the contents of these chests, aside from the few things I have in my inventory here. Oops. And we are just going to start dumping things left, right, and center right into here. So these things will go in the machine or in the system, and we don't have to worry about it ever. The one thing that I am going to also do or keep is right here, the sort by amount. So the most of what we have will go into here. And then if we can please get out of there, a little side project that I'm going to do while we are cleaning up our base, getting rid of these things, getting rid of this temporary setup, this water source here. I actually need to figure out something with that. Anyway, I'm going to get a regular chest set up here. We are going to take all of the cobblestone out of here. This way we can just complete this quest right here. So we're doing pretty good. We completed all of this little section here. We also completed this, and I need to go ahead and build the backpack. So we've got a few more things to do to finish out a couple of quest lines. And where was I looking? Yeah, we've done a lot in Tinkers. This is where I found those. The cyclic heart containers will give us more hearts, and then these inventory upgrades. Looks like it wants us to build a yo-yo and a lumber axe. So what is this? Inflict 20. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit. So another thing I was looking at was this glitch armor stuff right here, as the glitch armor actually gives you flight, creative flight. So we might look into that later down the road. But right now, we're just going to clean out these chests and get rid of the ugliness that is our base, and I'll be back. Okay, so some serious time has passed since the last couple of episodes, or couple of clips. We have the storage network all hooked up like we talked about. So we could come in here and look up something like Signalum, which we have a little bit of the nuggets. We have some impulse item ducts plated. We have some vacuum plated item ducts, and then we have some Signalum regular plated ducts, and all of this stuff can be searched. It's real nice. We don't have all the chests and barrels and things like that. We put the market away for now. We put the grindstone away for now. We still have the nether cake and then our bed. The other thing that we have up here on the base is still this guy. I'm just kind of letting this run for ender pearls. So if we go down, we built a couple new layers of the base. We built this one here, and then we built one down there. If we go in here, we can see that we have one of our crates with oak wood in it. We have the petrified resin, and then we have the petrified acorns. I have the cobblestone generator producing more cobblestone for us, even though we're not using a bunch, and I went the wrong way. In the last clip, we were making these chests right here, and I've made 3 of them. We made 2 white ones, and then this red/pink one in the last clip. So these are fairly full. I have some things here. We crafted up all the different materials that we had down in the crates for sand and dirt and gravel and clay and bone blocks, and then we have the cottonwood, which we can use in a squeezer to make wool. We have a bunch of sticks in here. These I might take out and put them somewhere else. We have our obsidian and things like that. All in all, this stuff is doing pretty good. And then in this chest here, which is almost full up, and we organized it there, we have slime balls and some congealed slime, and we have netherrack. Here's our signalum, and we made some electrum. And we've got all of our different odds and sods here. And then this middle chest is starting to fill up with a couple of things up here. I can barely see why is there copper ingots? That's interesting. Anyway, this is kind of our base storage setup here where everything goes. If we go down to the next little island, you guys will see that there is a dramatic change here. So first things first, we simplified this setup into just a couple of there's a hole there. We simplified this into a couple of filing cabinets with acorns, and this one has the resin. This is why I did the signalum plates, or signalum plated impulse item ducts. That's a lot to say. Is so that these items could move out of these chests quickly. Whoops, let's see. Can I reach you? There we go. So we have nothing in here. I was getting a buildup with just these regular item ducts, even with the signalum servo. And then I have these retrievers set up, which is why I have the chorus fruit growing up there, and all of this stuff is coming into here, and this is being made into all the different ambers, and then that's getting sent over. You can see the machines working away. This one's done. This one's done. Well, I guess they're all done. Oh, that one just finished up the gold, and that's all going in here, and you can see we've got a lot of ingots that are being made. So I tried to use the simple storage network on these. It did not like these. I swapped these over for the assemblers. I still couldn't get it to work. They don't like having 2 inventories, nor this many items. Like if I had this just osmium acorn, osmium resin, all that stuff, it probably would work better, but I didn't want to have a bunch of filing cabinets here. So you can see I took the wood barrel away from here, and then obviously this whole side is cleaned up. We also did set up the emerald, the diamond, the lapis, and the redstone sapling. They're all producing. They're going into these packagers, making the different blocks, and then those blocks are being sent over into this filing cabinet, which has redstone, emerald, diamonds, lapis, and then plastic. So these 2 crates I need to take down. These guys I'm probably going to take down at some point. We're not really using much bacon, and we're going to look at a different food source in the near future. So the next platform that we built, it's kind of a mess down here, but I really do like what's going on. We have the crate for wood. I told you I moved it. We have a pipe that comes out underneath and goes into this energized smelter, which is filling up with wood. It is keeping up. This thing is full, the block placer. These are our tree fluid extractors, and then we have our latex processing unit here. We're making plastic again. We're sending the items out of here. into the crafter, which is crafting up the dry rubber, being sent into this smelter, being smelted, and then eventually making its way to that pipe there going into the filing cabinet. So we have the energized smelter here, like I said, it's crafting up all the charcoal into charcoal blocks, and that is being sent down into our petrified fuel generators, which we have 3 of them. Those are all taking power out and going into this energy cell. One thing that I do need to do is get these energy extraction cables and put them here, because right now this is pretty much piggybacking off of this cable and not the energy cell. And the only thing I really use this for is when my jetpack is running low on power, we come down here, we throw it in here, it saps a bunch of power out of there, and now we are good to go. I set up my infinite water source down here. I use these nether bricks that are just chiseled. I thought these look cool. And I have a few things set up down here. We have the alloy furnace from Nuclear Craft. We have the manufactory. This is where we make some different like pulverized gold and things like that. And I use this to make the graphite to make that infinite water source there. This alloy furnace is where we made our electrum and stuff like that. We have a few other basic mechanism machines, the metallurgic infuser, the enrichment chamber, and then we have this guy, which is the combiner. So if we actually look up Signalum Impulse item ducts, these guys right here. So it's made with some Signalum nuggets and Electrum nuggets, and then you have the Impulse item duct, which is item ducts and then energized glowstone. You can take the item ducts and put glowstone in here, and it makes your impulse item ducts. So that is why we have the combiners. So we can make all these nice pipes that you can see the items going through. But we have basically a little workroom down here. Like I said, we have some basic power set up. All these guys are full. These are producing energy now because I sapped a bunch of it out of here, but this will eventually catch up. And I'm using some of the basic item ducts here because I don't need speed for this. Eventually it'll just back up and there, so be it. But that is pretty much it for the base. We've got this level organized. Got this level here. We're going to do something with this base eventually. I just don't know what. I know I do have plans to probably expand out like this and build some platforms for some passive mob farms and maybe a mob farm. But, you know, that's all in due time. But it's dark up here. That's going to do it for me today on this episode. We've got quite a bit of organization done. I'm really happy with the way things worked out. Yeah. Before I cut, let me get over a platform so I don't die. We did take care of some achievements or advancements while we were waiting. I crafted up a donut sapling. I did get the cobblestone generator to fill up a vanilla chest. We did craft up all of these different slabs. And then this cobblestone mud bucket for the resource hog mod. We did this. So this page is complete. Complete all advancements. We got a few to go on this page. A couple of different things with tinkers and this and some other stuff. Yeah, we've looked into some of that. The farming we've barely even really touched. Nothing in there. Storage we've been working on. These different things I just need to craft. This is easy to craft. This is easy to craft. This I definitely want to make, the backpack. And then we'd have to get into some AE2 to finish out. And this will award you with 1 prestige. I don't think I'm playing with the prestige. Exploration, we've got these different things from the Twilight Forest or the Lost Cities that we need to go to. But yeah, we're going to get into some of these quests later on. Ooh, we can place water in the nether? Definitely want to do some wither stuff. Yeah, we'll go through these. My ultimate end goal, obviously, is to finish all of these quests throughout all of these pages. So, yeah, we'll get started on some of those different quests in the next episode. I have a few things that I also need to do, so we will get started next time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, leave a like. Let me know that you're enjoying the series. Leave a comment below, and I will see you guys on the next one.